Welcome back to Kamen Rider Review, episode number 118. We're here discussing episodes 35 to 38. 35 and 36 are standalone episodes. And here's something I should mention, though. After these two episodes, the parents of the family that RX lives with, they don't return until episode 44. Yeah, they're absent for 8 straight episodes. Yeah, it's kind of weird, though. They're back here for 2 episodes at the absence since episode 30. As far as I can tell, there's no reason for the disappearance of why they're on the show. At least another character, at least I found out the reason why she didn't appear in the show. So, in the case of episode 35, it starts RX on the run from the police. And you're thinking, why is he on the run from police? Do we miss something from the previous episode? Nope. He just woke up and found, oh yeah, he's wanted for terrorism. Actually, he's wanted for terrorism and murder, and figure out what is like that. Basically, just forget. He's like, did I forget something? And thanks to investigating, finds out he actually does transform. He later on gets arrested after briefly taking a little girl hostage. He surrenders himself, goes to jail, breaks out when he goes to Kamen Rider form, thanks to being infected with the monster episode Will Ogre, which is one of Marabon's monsters. Yes. Yeah, one of her monsters, which is something, though. She doesn't have many monsters left. I think she has, like, 1 left. Yep. Yeah, basically she has one for 35 and 38. Yeah, she's got 1 monster left. Now, Gate Zone doesn't have monster for this one. In the case of Basagan, he does. As a matter of fact, he's got several monsters. Goderon has 1. In the case of 30, well, there's one point where Marabon basically, where he has, of course he discovers, I think, breaking into the police station, that apparently the computer system was hacked. So, and then of course he starts planting information system, basically where, these people accused of all this stuff. Turns out, yeah, she planted this information because people would be potential enemies of theirs. So have all rest based on false crimes. So, thanks to apparently dying, and then of course, she just cuts the communication. Like, why did she do that for? Because she wants the person going for herself. So, they try to kill him, and of course, the computer's destroyed. I would have thought, though, that he would have kept it so the police can clear everybody's names. But no, it's Lair Demon computer error. That's why people are arrested. Yep, everybody's all clear by the end of the episode, and that's that. Kind of a weird anticlimactic ending. Like, oh yeah, he destroys the computers. Like, wouldn't he, I don't know, save for the police? Nope, destroy the computers. Yeah, I thought that was quite stupid for him to do. 36. The last episode for the parents until episode 44. Though the kids do come back 3 episodes later. Don't worry about that. This one is basically Gateron's episode. This one is basically all about being a hero. This is, believe it or not, featuring Gateron's penultimate monster in the entire series. He has 1 monster left. You think, really? Yeah, really. He has 1 monster left. And that, sadly, is it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so we have this mass guy who basically, well, apparently he makes people look bad in sports. Like, first, apparently, the first thing he knows is when he's playing tennis on screen. First is baseball, then soccer, then track, now this, and then eventually he goes to a boxer who apparently is a hero of the children. He lost, he's about to destroy his own championship belt he has. And of course, basically also, the Sagaru, he gets captured, brainwashed by this guy's fans. Now, I did notice by looking at him, like, wait, this guy's suit looks very familiar. Now, I remember seeing this suit in X, as in Kamen Rider X. There is a particular character who appears in that one who wears a very similar suit. Who is it? Apollo Guest. Actually, no, it wasn't him. It was, let's see if I can find it. Because I remember the mask looked very familiar. It wasn't that one. Let's see. Yeah, it reminded me of the ruler of the Grander Empire. When they had the fake, with his mask looks the outfit looks very similar to that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this though basically was very weird. They had to reuse his character's mask for no apparent reason. Yeah, by the way, this monster never popped up in Masked Rider. Nope, never did. You're thinking, okay, did the other monsters? The Will Olger Pace, well, that's a comment in the will translate. He did appear as Great Might. Yeah, he actually aired in the final episode of the series. Yeah, kind of weird, isn't it? Yep. So, yeah, thanks to also Kamen Rider basically spiriting up the boxer. The boxer challenges this masked person to a rematch, and he does really well against him. And of course, the guy did the dirty stuff, and it turns out Kamen Rider was possessing him. You're thinking, how the heck was this possible? Simple. The Bio-Robo form, the blue suit, allowed him to go turn to liquid. So, and of course, Sunger pointed this out though that the punch looks very similar to the RX's move. Yep, and of course, Monster's defeated, and of course, basically, Kid does bear for a couple episodes because the very next episode. Here's the thing about episode 37, 38. These two are not technically a two-parter. It's just two loosely connected episodes. Because they set up something in this episode that gets taken care of next episode. Like, oh, we had this fog machine. Causing a fog, cause all flights to be grounded because of fog. So, and then Borgon's like, hey, I got an interesting. Well, why don't you suffer acid to the atmosphere? Yeah. So he tries that, and then of course they go, and of course they attack a village. It was God, I think it's like God of the Wind Village, I think it's called, and they attack some students. Of course, teacher gets away, and of course, then you have it where X and his girlfriend and Guru, who was told not to come, but he comes anyways, and then of course they're attacked by the monster episode, the Beast Ninjas, and then they're saved by Joe the Haze. Making his first appearance, episode 26. At least he basically had a good reason to be out. The next episode does reveal another character return. So, they will infiltrate the base, of course, protect the kids. Girl, he came along, he's a cook. And here's something really weird about him. He being a cook, it's like, okay, he has to carry around a frying pan with him all the time. Even when he's hiking. I'm like, seriously, put that in your bag. Don't put your hand. I get the fact he's the creator's son. The guy is not that bad of an actor, but the frying pan thing is quite stupid. And here's a little something. Okay, is this his final appearance in this series? No. He does return after this. Yes, he did appear in episode 35. At episode 37, he appears 4 more times in the series. He is absent for episode 38 and 39, but he does come back for 40. And then he's absent for 4 more episodes. Then he comes back for the last 3, and that's pretty much it for him. Yeah, he didn't appear very much in this. Like, before I went on my break with, he only appeared 4 times. And now he's appeared 2 times so far, and he's got 4 more left. It's something in the fact this guy appears for 8 episodes. Yes, 8. Yep, so, and of course the monkey also was posed as Joe the Haze, and of course the freed people. It's a really fun episode. It's a very good, serious episode. No comedy here, just really good. And then, like, the very next episode, the vodka machine we saw said last episode, yeah, Joe and Conroe just shut it down. And then it basically was the previous episode that there are refugees arriving from Demon World. 500 of them. And then, of course, they try to delay it, but thing has already left, and they arrives, and of course, Jarko's out with his group, and the immigrants all die when they land when they enter Earth's atmosphere. Yeah, apparently people from Demon World cannot be compatible, though they do reveal something interesting about the executives. I'll be later on. So I was like, okay, fog machine will work. So I got an idea. How about build an underground kingdom? And General Jark's like, that's a good idea. Do it right away. Yep. That was actually pretty smart. So then, of course, they use a whole brainwashing plot. By the way, I was going to mention the case of 36. Yeah, the whole thing with him having fans being brainwashed, that's an old Kamen Rider plot. This era, they love reusing that. And if you're curious, did the previous series do this? Yep, and this is something Kuga did not do. They did not have kids getting brainwashed by the villains. Because even the Heisei writers probably realized, though, because these people probably grew up watching Kamen Rider when they were kids. Some of us realized, though, yeah, this is an absolute stupid idea. You know, the brainwashing kids plot to become like a version of Hitler Youth. This has been common since the original series. And I think this is the last one to use it because Kuga does not feature it at all. And I don't know about the rest because Kuga is the only Heisei series I have watched. I have watched a couple episodes of Decade, but that's the only I've sat and watched the entirety of. Yep. So, I'm glad this is the last time. Unless somehow the Heisei era revives this concept, which, excuse me, I'm sure any long-time Kamen Rider fan probably hates this concept. This recurring plot thread of like, oh, let's kidnap children for an episode. At least case 37 didn't happen. So they basically kidnap adults this time to build the underground. And I look at the underground like, wait, this place looks very familiar. Didn't they use this in the previous series? I think they did. Because I remember seeing this underground in this underground area being seen in black in episode 3. And apparently Kanjo does not realize, though, the fact this is the same exact location from the previous series. Is this just by sheer coincidence? And also, the place looks very similar to another series. To another type of location that's very similar to this. Masked Man. Yep. And if you're curious, though, when this series aired, was Masked Man aired at this point in time? I don't think so. I think it was maybe Turbo Ranger at this point in time. But it reminded me a lot of the Underground 2 from Masked Man. That's what it reminded me of. I get the fact that this show was made by the same studio who makes Super Sentai. But, dude, they had to make it so obvious. Yeah. Though in the case of Sentai, they don't work with the studio who works with this one. Who works on this show, which is basically the creator studio. Yeah, the creator studio only worked on the first 2 Super Sentai series. From Battlefield J forward, it's all Toho by himself. No help from the creators group. I'm sure basically he's acknowledged as the creator of Super Sentai, but as for him, like, having his studio involved with this, no. Isn't. Yeah. So, they kidnap people, and of course this episode featured of Keiko. First time her appearing in episode 30. And they do give an explanation of why she's been absent for the previous 7 episodes. The reason? She's been investigating crises across the world. That's why she's been gone. Okay, and of course she can manipulate water. Okay. So, then they do something interesting though. The reinforced cells used by the executives. Now, I think in the case of Moribond, from what I can tell, she looked like she said that by accident, and of course the monster's like, that's top secret info. You shouldn't reveal that. He's like, oh crap. And of course, it features her monster of the episode, which is called Heavens. Well, that's what they call it in the episode. The actual name of the monster is Tanku. But for some reason, even though it's called Tenku on the Wiki site, It's called Heavens. Yeah, and of course, this monster did appear on Kamen Rider. Not sure what episode it was, but yeah. But yeah, we're getting toward the very end of the series. And pretty much the monster defeated. And of course, the underground has sort of been destroyed. And of course, Marbon, well, it looked like that the inspector was about to execute her. And then he's stabbed back by General Jarg. It's like, we're comrades. Though he punished her back in episode 35. And then, like, you think he's dead, but nope, he wakes up. And that's how the episode ends. I'm like, okay, interesting. Excuse me. What's going to happen next episodes? Don't know. We'll find out and see. Okay, so that's episode of you. I'm definitely going to get a chance to work on the next 2 episodes, definitely. The last 7, I'm not really sure we have a chance to review them tonight. It's a maybe. If not, I'll save it for tomorrow. Yep. But there's a reason why. And I'll reveal it basically next video, okay? Next video. Bye.